Welcome, beautiful spirits. I'm Carol DeChaine, your intuitive spiritual guide for practical matters, and this is the Joy Corner. I bring you an affirmation to help you connect to that subconscious to help you be more of who you want to be in this life, to find more joy and more peace. This week, we have the affirmation I embrace change with a joyful heart. And how often do we actually do that? Do you embrace change or do you run screaming from the room? Or maybe you take it just, all right, here we go. We have to embrace change, right? But you're coming at it with this feeling of resistance, which only makes the change more scary and sometimes just kind of worse in our little human mind. So here we are looking at embracing change with a joyful heart. And if you especially have something major coming up, it can be a little scary. Even something small can be scary if you're not good at making decisions or making those changes, especially if you have two choices in front of you. And decisions are a different affirmation, but today we're going to be doing the actual change affirmation. I embrace change with a joyful heart. Imagine if you could do that and what that would mean to your life. If you look forward to something that's coming up with a joyful heart, aren't you more likely with the law of affirmation to bring more joy into your life, to have the change be more joyful? And sometimes we have really hard times in our lives. Things happen, and maybe this isn't the right affirmation for that. But for a regular change, for something that's big, like a new job or a new time that you're going to school or something, these things, a new move perhaps, these are what this is for. So if you have any limiting beliefs about change and you usually look at them with the kind of gritted teeth or just I don't know about that one, then this is a really good affirmation for you to do. Now, as I always say, you only need to say them 3 or 4 times at a sitting, maybe 3 to 5 times, because you need to do it so that you say it, you feel it in your body moving through there, and maybe you'll get a tingle or something if it's the right affirmation for you to be using. Even a tingle of, oh my God, okay, here we go. That's fine too. But I want you to suspend disbelief and really feel it into your bones that this is your truth, even if it's just for that split second you're saying this affirmation. So here we go. I embrace change with a joyful heart. Take a breath and allow yourself to accept this deep into your being. I accept and let me say that again. I embrace change with a joyful heart, not just I accept it. Although maybe that's something you need, and that's why it came out of my mouth, because sometimes it does. And just know it doesn't have to be word for word what I say, but you want it to be positive. You want it to be about you, so it has to have I, me, or whatever you want in there that says it's about me and not changing somebody else. And that it is just right now happening. You don't want it to be in the future. You want it right now, fully present. So here we go. Let's try this again. I embrace change with a joyful heart. And breathe and feel it all the way through your being down to your toes. Just feel the I embrace change with a joyful heart. And then we're going to say it again. I embrace change with a joyful heart. And breathe through that thought. Don't let any of those little negative thoughts pop up in your head. Push them aside for now and say, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Just allow this to be your truth right now. And the third time, I embrace change with a joyful heart. Feel it going through your body, especially into that brain of yours, and allow it to percolate and feel real, even if it's only for that split second. And yes, some people have asked me, do you have to close your eyes? No, you don't. But it's really good to kind of let go of everything you're looking at so you don't get distracted, to stop your phone, put it on silent, do whatever you need to do, or leave it in the other room, so somewhere you can't hear it, turn the volume down, just for those moments. Some people do this twice a day. Some people do it 3 times a day if you really, really want it to happen, but don't say it and repeat it more than 3 to 5 times in one sitting. It's really good to do this in the shower because water helps kind of let go of some of this old stuff you don't want anymore. And if you go, this is too simple, this can't work. This is only one tool that you can use. There are lots of tools that you can use to get to that subconscious mind and change some of those limiting beliefs that just aren't working for you right now. No matter whether you got them in this lifetime, when you were 10 or 5, or even as a tiny baby, you take things in, or whether you brought them from a past life, you really can shift things and move things just by releasing old patterns and old beliefs. Believe me, I've changed so many of them. I didn't even know I had some of them until somebody said something and you go, and that is something that you go, oh, what was that? I should look at that. But anyway, we're getting back to change here. Change is something that is usually hard for most humans. Some humans are good at little teeny tiny changes and it doesn't even impact them at all. And other people, even the tiniest thing, bother them. And if it's a huge thing, like deciding on buying a house, moving across the country, or even down the block sometimes, those can feel like the changes are overwhelming. So let me just say this again. I embrace change with a joyful heart. Know that you can do that. Know that whether you choose to use this affirmation or you shift it just a little bit until it feels even better to you, that take whatever the affirmation is and embrace the affirmation, but feel free to tweak it. I don't feel married to any of the affirmations I put out there, and you can take them, turn them, repeat them, do whatever you want. Some of them come to me, and some of them I found on the internet that feel just right, and like I want to put it out there even more for people to appreciate and to get so that they can talk to their subconscious and shift those things. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you hear, do click on the subscription and the bell notification. And I also have a bunch of podcasts that are on Connect to Joy. That's Connect to the number 2 Joy. And those I'm not keeping updated right now, but I may go back to doing them again. But in the meantime, you've got at least a couple hundred out there that you could listen to if you need them. Until next time, bless you.